thought would have dressing rooms like this, particularly in the town of Ocho?
Yeah, I think we have to give credit to the Ocho municipality. You know, they hosted last year the Newspaper Cup. And when, what is the editor of the Namibia Queen Lister, how she uploaded the Ocho municipality for giving the newspaper a great 2025 edition. And once again, here we see how they did it. And honest Ocho municipality, whatever you are doing, please keep it up and share it also with the other municipalities so that we can have all over Namibia similar good quality stadiums, grass fields, and dressing rooms. And then it will benefit our football. Then the standard will go up, will attract foreigners, and also the industry of NBC, the media, because people will say that, okay, rather to go to a less quality field, let's go to the better quality town, and it will be good for the hospitality and the industry of tourism.
No, absolutely. And I think one thing that most people say is we can make reference to the cricket field, that when you play on a good field, it somehow just gives you some sort of vibe that you are there, you are at home, you feel comfortable in the way you play. So maybe Vivian, looking at the Ocho field, maybe just adding on what Costa said.
Truly, the African Star coach cited that they were not able to play proper football because of the pitch. And sometimes when you get to a competition of this magnitude, you don't want to hear infrastructural problems. It's not a good reflection on the game. It steals away from the football. So today, in Ocho, we will not have an infrastructural problem.
we don't have windy conditions. We're not defeated by the cold.
It's just football today.
Just football today. No excuses. So we don't want to hear that from any of the coaches. Okay, now we've spoken about ONGOS. We've spoken about the key players in there. Now let's look at the clever boys. Who are we looking at when we speak about the UNAM football team? Let me start with you, Costa.
Yeah, always goalkeeper Owen. A little bit short. Not the type of goalkeeper any foreign coach will come and say that let's sign him. But he goes beyond his expectations. He reminds me of the goalkeeper of Mexico, the colorful goalkeeper that was so short and always sprinting like and jumping like So that's why that's of course Owen, and of course the captain Amutenya. Vivian just said that at the end of the match last weekend in the quarterfinals, he was losing his temper, approaching the match official. But that shows you the mentality. Say that I don't want to lose this match. And it helped because he distracted the rhythm of Blooders. And while Blooders were now trying to, how do you say that, whenever a player kicks you or something like that, then you try to interact. And that's what they did, And that helped. And it helped for them to go and score the equalizer.
Yeah, now we can also see the players will be warming up on the pitch eventually so that they can prepare for the encounter. And we are talking about the Standard Bank top 8. When we speak about UNAM, the Clever Boys, as well as FC ONGOS, they are going to go live in just a few. And of course, they will be coming live. That is from the Ocho Stadium. And of course, that's also one of the key players that just Costa was talking to us about, the goalie. Regardless of his physique, he still made sure that he played what he needed to do. Or he did what he needed to do, Vivian.
One thing about football is it gives everybody a story. Dynamites definitely do come in small packages. Very explosive, very emotional. And sometimes the heart carries you through the game. You need to want to win. You need to play with your shoulders on the ground, and that's what he did.
Yeah, no, heart all out, right? Yes. And also your key players now, looking at the Clever Boys, as we also see them warming up there. Who is your key player from the UNAM side, the Clever Boys specifically, and who also stood out for you, especially given the quarterfinals last weekend?
Once again, the UNAM, I will stay with the captain as well, as I've said. Yeah.
So he is the guy that
he's the guy that needs to lead. The other guys need to score, they need to defend, but he needs to lead. He has such a lot of pressure on
captain, most likely. But then, of course, looking at how these teams got knocked the teams that we think were teams out. I mean, who would have ever thought in the finals would have UNAM, ONGOS, especially the one that we are looking at right now, on the semi-finals, rather?
Yeah, the NPFL season tells the whole story of UNAM. They didn't score a lot of goals and also didn't concede a lot. And cup games is that criteria. You don't have to score a lot, score just simple that goal, and then proceed to the next round. And that type of football fits UNAM in a cup competition. When it comes to ONGOS, a team that plays more instinctive football, because Coach Ronnie is more decisive. And it's going to be a testing today to see that now who of the two will come on top here.
So that's where you have it now. Okay, now we're going into the first 45 minutes. We have seen how these teams played yesterday, and of course we know UNAM stayed true to who they are, how they play their football. Don't change anything, just go forward. Today, starting with ONGOS perhaps, are we looking at anything that maybe we say, Ronnie, this is what you did last weekend. Perhaps this weekend, this are your improve on your tactics or stay with what you had?
I think all the coaches are going to try to maintain their winning strategy. Perhaps the best, your first 11. I think with UNAM, nothing's going to be different. They've played each other many times. What they need to do is they need to score. And they need to score first. Yeah.
And fast.
And
not in the dying minutes. Maybe luck won't be on the side. Luck won't be on the side today. Your take, Costa?
Yeah, I think it's going to be an odd goal. It's going to be an odd goal. It's going to be more tactical like chess. It's going to be who will beat the king first. I think ONGOS will have a low block, because that type of football, because the striker they have in Simon, they will sit back and play the longer ball because he is a willing striker, whereas UNAM will be the one dictating the game. I think UNAM will have more ball possession, and the ball boys today, I think they can sit back and just watch football, because both teams will give us best of football today.
All right. Speaking of best football today, super excited about what we're about to see, the first 45 minutes. Perhaps this is a time that I also put you guys on the spot. Let's go. Predictions. Vivian.
I hate predicting the Standard Bank top 8. I hate it so much because I've only been able to get one prediction right.
At least you got one right.
Just one. My goodness.
But well done. You've got one right. And I have been doing so many predictions from 2010 World Cup. Nothing. So you got one right. So you're on the right track. Let's go.
Like I said, these two teams are very much equal. They are mates. I'm sensing a 1-1 draw within the full 90 minutes. And perhaps we see penalties again today.
Okay. And Costa, I trust you in these predictions. Vivian is
I've gotten more than him.
Oh, you've gotten more than him?
Yes, one.
But you only got one right, so you got 0.
Only the draw thing, yeah. But today, I go for 2-1.
2-1.
But I won't say who's going to win, but it's going to be 2-1.
I know, that's unfair.
Because both teams will score. That's guaranteed. Both teams will score, but one will score a winning goal.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the first 45 minutes, right?
Okay, the first 45, I'll go for 1-1.
1-1. First 45?
1-1.
1-1. And there you have it. So now let's quickly cross over to Ocho, where, of course, our commentators are ready to bring you this live action between UNAM and FC ONGOS. We'll see you after the first 45 minutes at halftime.
Broadcast as we are here at the Ojo Sports Stadium. It is the Standard Bank Top 8 Cup semi-finals. The atmosphere at the Ojo Sports Stadium is actually good, and we are about to witness the heavyweight clash between two of Namibia's Premier League sides here. That is the Clever Boys, UNAM FC, and the Orange Army in FC ONGOS. And there you see that is the cup that they are actually looking at, taking home this time around, perhaps back to the cabinet at the office. But then I am here joined by Elton Abeb as my co-commentator. He will be giving us his thoughts in a while, so please do stay tuned in here. And I am obviously your main commentator this afternoon. As you can see, the beauty shots there. Cameraman on top of that roof. Yeah, really interesting. They will be bringing you nice pictures. I guess that should be from them. As you can see, the Standard Bank Top 8 Cup. Beautiful one there. And I am your main commentator this afternoon, just by the name Donald Borosing Chwaro Mampudi. What's on it this afternoon? As you can see there, the bench, those are the players of, the players that are on the bench for UNAM FC. I guess some of them will be coming on as subs. And just waiting for the two teams here to really come on to perhaps give us a beautiful match this afternoon. There they are coming out. So you can see the referees as well coming on here. We'll just later confirm the match officials that will officiate this match this afternoon. So you can see players really coming onto the pitch here, ready to battle. As you can see there, Amutenya already with the number 8. That is Paulus Amutenya. And just quickly waiting here for the players to be introduced to the fans here. As you can see lining up there is the two teams. That is UNAM FC versus FC ONGOS. Rather big match here that we are waiting for. Both of these teams here comes into this match with their eyes firmly on the final. UNAM secured their spot after a dramatic 5-4 penalty shootout win against Blue Waters in the quarterfinals. That was in Swakopmund last weekend. And then for FC ONGOS, they march through with a clinical performance against KK Palace to keep their cup dreams alive. And I guess both of these two teams here will be looking at playing the final on the 23rd of this month. And remember, we will have a moment of silence for the victims of the crash that happened between Varongo and Okahanja. That was the accident that happened last weekend. All of those people that comes from Ocha and this region here. As you can see there, the dignitary is being led by the captain of FC ONGOS. That is the number 22. Just quickly trying to check here. Dopolo Liema, the South African. You can see the NFA President Robert Shimwashili between the dignitaries there. As the captain of UNAM FC this time around, being the one that is leading the delegation there just to introduce their players. Paulus Hamutenya had the word of to encourage players to really give us a very good match this afternoon. They say the last time these two teams met in the league, they couldn't be separated, hence playing out a tactical stalemate that was on the 24th of October, where they they played to a 1-1 draw. And for now, let's have that moment of silence for the victims that passed on in a car accident. Moment of silence now. And that was it, just paying respect to the fallen heroes. So you can see there the players are really greeting each other and expecting to have a very good match that we are anticipating here. And for now, the referees, there they are. They are the ones that are tasked to give us a very good match here. As you can see there, the lineups coming up there. UNAM FC just making one change there with Simon Daniel, the number 23, coming on there for Paulus Gideon. And Eduardo Namip, the younger brother there of Ben Namip, Maporiza. But this time around, Namip also want to prove a point here. Giovanni Nozep, the son of the coach here in Roberto Nozep, or rather Robert Nozep, has actually 2 sons here that will be playing for UNAM. We also have, Roberto Ruham, the number 17, as well on the bench. That is the coach, the son of the coach here, as well, being on the bench. And then Owen Garizep is that Lulu. Had a very good game last weekend. Had a very good game last weekend there against Blue Waters. And there we have the match officials that will be officiating in this match here. We have Naftal Gideon as the referee, Alex Lumponyani, and then the second assistant there, Agustinus Lungameni, with the fourth official, Pedro Zamutenya, commissioner, Rastas Shilungo. Will be the one that will be officiating this match here. And now for FC ONGOS, no changes this time around for FC ONGOS, as the coach has decided to go with the same team that played against KK Palace. That was last weekend when they won by a goal to 0 this time around. But do check out for Fikameni Karuombwa, the player that is on the bench as well, the number 12. He actually came in, last weekend for Emmanuel Hayter. This time around, going back again there to the bench, and Nicodemus Haikali also came in as a sub, or rather as a sub. That was last weekend against KK Palace. But this time around, Ronnie Cananello as the coach. And kickoff is set for 2 o'clock this afternoon. Will the technical discipline of the students prevail, or will the power of the Orange Army overwhelm them? I'm really not so sure. In a moment, we will hear from Elton here as to what he thinks of this interesting match in Ocho. Public is advised to really come out and support these two teams, cheer on these two teams. As you can see there, it's really windy here in Ocho. It's really windy. Not so sure as to how that is going to affect the match this afternoon. But yes, we cannot unfortunately control the weather conditions here. It is unlikely that we are going to get rain this afternoon. No. So you can see that the wind speed 19 kilometers per hour, and really looking forward to this one. It is something, unfortunately, that we don't have control of. Talking of the weather conditions here. And now the goalkeeper there for FC ONGOS, that is Jonas Mateus, had a very good season with having 19 clean sheets. Imagine, for a goalkeeper, really he has been outstanding in the league. And unfortunately now, it is a cup competition where there is no second chances. And there we are. It is on this time around. It is FC ONGOS there against UNAM. I mean, Elton, your take on this one. What do you see, or rather, what do you think of this match here? We have been talking about this one the whole week.
Thank you for having me on the commentary booth. Two formidable teams that are wanting to win the MTN 8. They know each other very well. Two teams that know each other well. Both coaches know each other. They have been together for a while. But this one is a knockout game. So tactics will go out of the way, and then we'll see how it goes.
And we will see how it really goes between these two teams here, as I believe they are still feeling each other here. Kauvi now with the ball, trying to send it forward there. And goalkeeper just coming out. And goalkeeper coming out there to grab that one. So you can see that the match is still in the early stages here. And this is the semi-final showdown here. AFC ONGOS currently holds a historical advantage over UNAM FC, having won 4 of their last 6 meetings. Imagine UNAM only won once. One of the matches they drew, that was the last one they played recently in March. They will be looking at really going through ONGOS here. And that is now the opportunity there. Would that be a free kick? Referee not really interested. So you can see there the coach, that is Ronnie Cananelo. He has been the coach of FC ONGOS at a point, and the assistant by then was rather UNAM. Yes, he was a coach at UNAM at some point, and by then Robert Nozeb was the assistant coach. And now here they are, leading 2 teams here that really wants to progress to the final. And really quite interesting if, you know, coach now playing against a coach that used to be his assistant.
Yeah, very interesting to see the coach and his assistant going each other. Let's see this one, how it will depend on. But one thing I can mention is that it's the student against the teacher. So that battle will always be there, not only for the game, but also there's always that bragging right that I want to get one over my nemesis.
And there was a scuffle there between the players. Not so sure as to what happened there, but yes, it is a corner kick there for UNAM FC. And it is there, and the header there, unfortunately, wide.
Funny enough, Ronnie Canelo hasn't changed his team since the last game that they won. He has stuck to his guns. He said, I will go with tried and tested. We have won that game. So there's no need to change the game. But as the game goes on, we'll see whether he will make any changes or whether there will be tactical changes in the game, whether we'll do it a bit there. But currently, as we see, UNAM is bossing the play, but the playing field also itself, it's good for good football to be played on the ground.
Really good football that we are expecting here. As you can see that the pitch of high quality, really. No complaints this time around, as nearly making a blunder there. The pitch is really good here as the player goes down there. It's rather a physical match that we are expecting here between these two. Another tough one that we are expecting. Another free kick there for FC ONGOS. And Usonda Chisala will take that one, also known as Lewa. Made some 11 appearances here for FC ONGOS. He's from Zambia, another Zambian. Played for Kongola Blades back home in Zambia. Another cross in there. It's nearly a dangerous one. The goalkeeper just come out and get to that one. Yes, that is Owen Garisep. Play there from ONGOS FC. They are trying to string some passes. Another one, they're calling out the goalkeeper in Matthews Jonas. Who is it going to be between these two? Is it UNAM FC that will be playing the final? Or is it FC ONGOS that will be playing the final? As we wait and see. As I have said, FC ONGOS has a very good record against UNAM FC. They have scored in 5 of the last 6 meetings. FC ONGOS kept clean sheets in 3 of their last 4 victories. Look at that. As he knows that he had an opportunity there. Or rather, Dwayne Kinder defending. Look at that. Yes. Just. It was nearly there. Kinder knows that should have done much more better than that. Now, look at ONGOS really good, playing good football here.
Great football ONGOS playing. They have come into the game. They started a bit sloppy, but now they're coming into the game. The other thing also, because it's a knockout game, teams tend to shut down the defense. But I can see now ONGOS is being open. They're opening up, and they almost scored from a great play. So let's see how it turns out. But also the other thing that ONGOS has is they have experienced players that are national team players. So that will help them in this tournament.
Remember, the winner move closer for 600,000 Namibian dollars as the first prize, while the losing semi-finals are guaranteed 100,000 Namibian dollars. Whoever loses here is going at least with something home. It's not that bad after all. And thanks to Standard Bank Namibia.
Very good initiative from Standard Bank Namibia. Good top 8. When I get something like you said, and when I get something like you are saying, and then it's a good initiative. Let's see who will go through the final like you are saying. A tough one. They know each other very well, but 4 games out of 6 has ONGOS won, so they will have that edge over the students. But it's a knockout game. It's a once-off game, and anything can happen.
No second chances as there is a free kick there. Free kick there for UNAM FC. What can they make out of that one? Ronald Kovi with that one. A goalkeeper coming out and punching that one not out of danger yet. And that cross coming. Yes, another second corner. Cross in there. Goalkeeper again called there again to come and punch that one. And one could clearly see that the FC ONGOS there, goalkeeper in Jonas Mateus being under pressure a bit there, for a moment at least. And now, Owen Lulu Garizep trying to find Kauvi there. Fortunately not finding him, and is a throw-in.
Left back, one touch.
Kauvi again here with another throw-in there for UNAM FC.
This type of games tend not to have too many goals because it's a knockout game. The coaches tend to protect their back 4 or the back line, and then on the counters and so on, that's where they want to get the goal.
And I can't remember UNAM FC winning any major trophy here in Namibia or elsewhere. But I can tell you that former Tura Magic, they won the 2013-2014 NPL Cup by then, by beating 11 Arrows by a goal to 0. That was the final that was held in, or rather hosted in Walfish Bay, under the coach Bertus Bock. And by then the goal was scored by Robinson Yambo. But then we know that in 2023, Tura Magic was purchased and renamed to FC ONGOS. FC ONGOS, I mean, after renamed from Tura Magic, they have never won any major title. Except winning their respective divisions. Other than that, it was only that time when it was still Tura Magic. That season was 2013-2014 season. Yes, when they won that NPL Cup, beating 11 Arrows by a goal to 0. Other than that, still hunting for one and unleashing a long one there. Really threatening that Dwayne. That a foul, the referee says yes. Referee says yes, and will be a free kick here for UNAM FC again. But so far, really, FC ONGOS have tried playing those 1-2, but so far, really, it hasn't worked well. Not so sure as to what the problem might be, because the pitch is in perfect conditions here.
No, they've changed their play. They were playing on the ground, on the pitch, and they were there. They attacked it. They almost scored from those 1-2 passes, that combination passing. But since then, they have changed. They are now playing a bit long, wider, and that's now they are struggling to get the ball. They must go back to what they know.
Another chance here for Dwayne. Kinda! And oh! Just past the goalpost there. And so far, really, could be another. And this one, oh! Hitting the goalpost. My word. Wake up call there for UNAM FC. Their defense is a bit shaky there. And long range as well from FC ONGOS, really coming here with intentions.
Commentators cares. Just when I was saying they must start getting to they were playing, they started to play 1-2 and they got there in the end. A great opportunity to score. That's an open goal post to score the ball. No excuses there. And then the screamer. Wow. Great play from ONGOS.
Great play from ONGOS here. Came here with intentions. So far, really, they have been the better team here between these two, as they have tested the goalkeeper of UNAM FC in Owen Garizep at least 2 times or 3 times here. Now, 2 teams here from Windhoek, far from home.
I don't know what the plan for UNAM is so far, because they've been very deep. Are they countering? Are they want to play on the long balls? But so far, nothing is working for UNAM. So ONGOS are dominating. Rightfully so, they should have scored at least 2 goals by now. But let's see, it's a knockout game. You must take those chances. You tend to take those chances. Otherwise, it will come back to haunt you.
And we have played 15 minutes into the first half. Still 0-0 here as UNAM comes forward here. Now, is Musonda Chisala with a long one. Fortunately, rather unfortunately, going out there. And, look at that.
A screamer of a goal. Wow. Just hit the top of the crossbar there.
No chance at all for the goalkeeper in Owen Garizep. But I'm telling you, that was a screamer. Very beautiful one there. Unfortunately, just for ONGOS FC here, hitting the goal post.
UNAM FC is struggling a bit. I don't know whether it's a game plan, because it's a knockout game, or...
You can see they're desperately trying to clear their defense there. It is rather out here Hovi Ronald failing to control that one. Beautiful turn there. Kaovi another chance here to clear his lines. It's rather difficult, another dangerous play there, as it is a free kick that is given to FC ONGOS, as Musonda Chisala goes down.
One thing I've noticed about these two teams, they play similar football, but now UNAM is a bit deeper. I don't know why. Maybe it's a game plan.
Look at that cross there, really putting pressure. Here is FC ONGOS getting another corner here for the team. There is a player that is down there. Wants him to get himself up here.
The coach of UNAM must make changes, tactical changes, I mean. Because what he's doing currently is not working. They are on the back foot for most of this game. Only the first 2 to 3 minutes they started to attack, and from there it has been all ONGOS all the way. Like I said, they scored 2 goals and still no goals so far, but I like the way ONGOS are playing. They are putting the ground on the ball on the pitch and they are moving the ball. Once they do that, they get quickly on the opposition's box and they are creating chances. Good play from ONGOS.
You can see there Paulus Samutenya. He is will be the one that will be taking this corner kick. As there he is, the head coach of FC ONGOS, Robert Nozep. Look at that, another chance.
A one-on-one goal, a open goal post. No excuses there. Should be at least one note there. Great play from ONGOS. Great cross. Oh, slight touch from the goalkeeper. Oh, what a great save. Sorry, great save.
And not so sure as to why that. Look at that
And
shot.
that's the screamer.
Shoo.
No chance. No chance. No chance.
I'm telling you,
Goalkeeper
no chance for the goalkeeper.
Even he didn't even make any save. He's not there.
Chance for the goalkeeper there. He was beaten. Right, another corner kick here for ONGOS. And a really good header there from them. And just missing another corner coming in there, or rather cross coming in there. Now, another one there trying to find the young man in Elago Simon, the number 10. He was a man of the match the last time they played. It was against KK Palace. He was the goal scorer as well. Look at that, playing under pressure, really conceding a rather silly throw in there. Quickly taken by FC ONGOS. Now, chance here for UNAM to get out of their half here. Moving forward, really very good here. UNAM FC trying to string those passes and lining for that shot, but unfortunately it was blocked. It was blocked. And we are 20 minutes into the first half here. UNAM FC 0, as well as FC ONGOS 0. If they play out to a goalless draw or whatever draw, will then go to the penalties to decide as to who will be going through. Look at that chance again from UNAM FC. And that is Nesta Iyambo wasting that one, really.
Great play.
Yes, very great play.
Great play from UNAM FC. Started from the back, building up, and then playing 1-2s quickly in the box. Great cross, another howler, a miss there again. But like I'm saying, these two teams both like to play the ball on the ground. Once they do that, they are quickly getting in the opposition's half quickly, and they should stick to that if they want to create chances and score goals.
Mr. Elton here talking of or rather out of experience. He was once the coach of Paps. Is it Paps? Paps. And he has hosted several tournaments here as well, Mr. Elson Abeb. Now, Yambo. Look at that, another shot. Really fencing their chances here in the young Dwayne Kinda. He has been instrumental, really, in this attack of FC ONGOS. Taking those long ranges. And now, that Romario, rather, as Giovanni Nosep being pushed off from that ball. And it is a foul rather going to UNAM FC. Now, Kauvi trying to play it forward here. Now, Nesta Yambo getting fouled. Another opportunity here for FC ONGOS.
They are strong on their right. Yeah, with Simon as a number 10. They tend to play quickly with him, and they are creating all both chances that are coming from Simon. He's causing havoc for those defenders. They have to wake up. UNAM has to wake up. This Simon will cause problems.
It will cause problems. Was that in the big box? Referee doesn't think so, but yes, another free kick here for FC ONGOS, perhaps to pull one away here, or rather get onto the scoring sheet. Referee there really focused on this one. It is going to be a 3-man wall there, rather 4-man wall there for UNAM FC. And Elago Simon with that free kick. Taking on, and look at that. Not so sure as to why he was so relaxed, but player there calling out for a handball. Possible penalty. Another free kick there for FC ONGOS. Another free kick here. And that man there, Robert Nosep, is just wondering as to what kind of free kicks does these players really want. I mean, they are getting them. They should perhaps just use that opportunities.
They must use these opportunities. ONGOS have been pounding, but they have to score at some point. Otherwise, it's going to hurt them. UNAM will get one chance, and they will score, and they will close their gates.
Close the gates.
It's a knockout football.
Like,
it's a knockout tournament.
Yes, like they would say, locking the door and throwing away the keys into the deep seas. Another one there. Look at that. Training staff. Rather, from the training grounds there. Unfortunately, couldn't really execute that one perfectly. But then Kauvi, again, with a long one, getting it out of their half here. UNAM FC playing with the goalkeeper there, Jonas Mateus. Man that has that managed to keep 19 clean sheets last season. Another chance here for UNAM FC. Brilliant play there. Could be another opportunity here. Goal scoring opportunity, really. And the young man there, perhaps taking on too many players there. Couldn't really get it through.
One touch too many. You are in the box. You are on your right side. Just take the shot on. Just take the shot on, and then a rebound. There's a striker. He can bounce on that one.
Now, playing it from the back there is Owen Lulu Garizep with Kauvi. He had much to do this first half, really, Kauvi. Ronaldo. Dwayne Kinda. That turn there, intercepted. Playing it forward there is Nesta, or rather. These two team runner players are more similar. Nesta Yambo and Simon Elago, but yes, two different players indeed. And now, UNAM FC with that shot, and goalkeeper really coming out there. And I think for the last 5 minutes now, we have seen UNAM FC really coming out of their half here and somehow threatening as well.
No, they're coming in the game. Like I said before, once they put the ball on the pitch and they started playing the ball, they move the ball quickly with the players around them, and they create chances, they create spaces, and they get into the opposition box. Because now they are doing that, they are getting in the box of ONGOS.
Really getting into the box of ONGOS, which is a positive play from them, really. Wouldn't want to defend the whole game. You can hear NFA president there in the middle, Mr. Robert Shumashili, president of FC ONGOS on your right.
Mr. Lawrence on the other side.
Oh, yes. Goes out for a throw-in, and I hope they are really enjoying this match, as it is not really a bad match to say. We had both teams having opportunities here, especially FC ONGOS, but some of that you can count.
Game of moments, game of moments.
Beautiful weather conditions here. Should one say it's not that hot, it's not cold. As we that shot again, very weak, and the goalkeeper there really not happy with the player there being given that chance to shoot.
Very, very soft from the defender there, very soft.
Yeah, they're getting himself in two troubles. He was supposed to play it out first time. Perhaps just waiting for opposing players to close off space.
Maybe the coach of UNAM made a plan. Maybe he said, let's soak in the pressure, and once they've settled, then we can start playing our football. So far it's working. So far it's working. He's now getting into the box of ONGOS in the final third, and that's what you want. Get in the final third, and then see what will happen next.
ONGOS coming off here again. Another cross there, but then not well taken. Look at that. Number 10 there, Nesta Iyambo for UNAM FC. So we now with a throw-in. Oh, it is a free kick actually here for UNAM FC, playing it back there, way back to Joseph Bonifacius. Again back to Joseph Bonifacius. Quite happy to play it with Onesimus Martin. It's like they are really playing under pressure here. The UNAM, as you can see, the spectators are here. Jeremy Zimmer, momentarily there on your screen. Player down there for UNAM FC. I mean, 30 minutes into the first half here, and we have seen FC ONGOS really coming forward here as a team that really came to the party. And UNAM FC, what do you think UNAM FC should really do? As you can see there, before you just come in there, Bobby Samaria, he is also here. Not so sure as to whether he's here to scout or rather just enjoying himself.
Yeah, UNAM has to, I don't know the game plan from the coach, but what I've noticed from what they are trying to do is they want to soak up pressure that the ONGOS are giving them. And once the pressure is dull, then they get the ball and they go in the final third. A good plan that they have, because the last 2, 3, 4 minutes, they've been there, the opposition box, and that's what they want to want. Get in the opposition box, and from there, you start creating chances. You start finding your players, and then you get in the box.
Now, cross there from FC ONGOS. A little bit misunderstanding there from the two players there in Nosep and Kauvi. Now, Nosep back to Bonifacius. Playing it back there again. That to the captain. Lulu Garizep, very long one. Pera there from Usonda Chishala. Brilliant play there from Paulo Zamutenya. Talking of Paulo Zamutenya, rather highly valued center midfielder. He is also a national team player. Can actually control the tempo of the match at times. They are enjoying themselves, isn't it?
Very, very much. Great day to be out here watching Premier League football in Ocho.
Yeah. For his destination. Then Kauvi again here with another corner here for UNAM FC. Can they make something out of that one? Brilliant corner kick there, and goalkeeper coming out to claim. That shows confidence, isn't it?
Yeah, very much, very much. When you come and take the control of the, that's actually a box, the small box. You have to take control of there, and then a great pass there. Oh, what a great pass!
You can see there Onesmus Martin playing it back there to Lulu. Now Giovanni Nozep playing there to Neste Yambo. Back to Giovanni. Giovanni here to Joseph Bonifacius. Another long cross there. Bring it way back there to the goalkeeper, and perhaps a little bit under pressure there. Now coming forward here, brilliant play. Look at that. Was nearly there. Kunaye Kashimune. Now another chance here for UNAM FC to break through. Would be another one. Yeah, look at that goal post. Brilliant one there. Brilliant play from UNAM FC. And really showing that they can be dangerous at times.
They are very dangerous at times. Like I said, when they started playing from the back, they move the ball quickly. They get those balls in the areas where they must hit the oppositions. They got the play from quick play onto the winger, inside the box, and then the shot. What a cracker. Another post, another post. Good play from UNAM. They are coming back into this game, and they are starting to control the tempo of this match.
I have said Paulo Zamutenya really one of those players that can control a match in terms of tempo. Not forgetting Nasta Iyambo. He is a dangerous attacking threat, especially here from the flank. But, as you have seen, the creating those scoring opportunities really. That is Nasta Iyambo for you. And FC ONGOS have relaxed a bit, hence they are really passing that ball also very nice, taking their time to attack here. Manuel Heita. That another cross, bad one rather. Another opportunity, another shot. Another shot. Young man there from FC ONGOS. that Shishala. Stanley Javera. So sure, but yes, was a beautiful kick there. Take us through. Look at that as the ball that went to the goal post.
That was the attempt from UNAM FC. Goal post against right. Goalkeeper nowhere near. Great shot. Technically sound. Just missing. But they are coming into the game. They are coming into the game. Great game so far. All we need now is goals.
Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. UNAM FC really knocking on the door here. Knocking on the defense of FC ONGOS.
But funny enough, both of these coaches, they know each other very well. But also, in knowing each other, the way they are playing are similar in the teams that they are setting up. If you can take the two teams, the way they are setting up, the way they are playing the build-up play, quite similar play the two teams have. Hence, one is soaking up at times, and then when the other one is playing, the other one is soaking up also. So great game to watch. From the technical point of view, let's see who comes on top.
Luckily, we are still here to witness this one here. Beautiful run there, and it is a foul. It's a foul there on Simon Ilago. But yeah, they're quickly preventing that one to be taken very fast, and referee says play to the whistle. So they will have to wait for referee to blow that whistle. I see some 3 players there. We have Devon Sumsup, who can be deadly as well. Dwayne Kinda, the number 20. Careful of him. Shot, and Owen gets to that one. Instead, kicks a long one there to the goalkeeper, from goalkeeper to goalkeeper.
A goal post play.
Yeah. Referee says advantage here. That cross ever going to come? No.
UNAM have started playing also. They have started playing. They are starting to winning that duels in the middle.
Yeah.
Because in the first 20 minutes, they were nowhere near. They were very deep. They are now coming in a bit, and they are winning that duels in the middle of the park. Once they do that, they're going to get the ball quickly to the final third, to the attacking players, and then they can create chances and then get maybe a goal or two.
Unaye trying to play forward here. Dwayne Kinda. Now Chisala with that throw in. Is that going to be a free kick? No, says the referee. It was not a foul, and the stadium here is getting packing up here, as I don't see any spaces there. There's some UNAM supporters also making their way here to the stadium.
Double header.
Yes. Double header indeed, and there we have it, as we have hit the 40-minute mark, and it is UNAM FC 0, FC ONGOS 0. Now, look at that. Nesta Yambo really pulling things together there. That cross there really
very poor there from UNAM FC.
Miscommunication.
Could have
Miscommunication.
done better.
Just put the ball in the box. Once you are in that final fight, just put the ball in the box, and then anything can happen. Because it's a narrow space there, and it's very difficult to play 1-2. Once you get that space, just put the ball in the box, and then you have a tall striker. Maybe he can get onto the ball and create a chance, or maybe score a header.
Yeah. Only if they could hear you, perhaps to play like you advise. I mean, the way how you are advising them. But yeah, let's leave that to the coaches.
But the other thing I've also noticed is that UNAM are exploring both sides of their wings when they are attacking. They are attacking left and right. But ONGOS are only using their right side mostly. And that's where they are creating more chances from. They have never used the left side since I've seen start of this game. But what UNAM are doing is they are exploring both sides. And that's also keeping defenders on their toes.
Acting Secretary General of the Namibian Football Association, that is Mr. Mabos Freeze, also having fun with those dark shades.
Dignitaries.
And as we are waiting for that free kick to be taken by UNAM FC. And from the back. Rather a long one and really aiming nowhere. Opting for a long one. Really nowhere, no one to pick it up other than Joseph Bonifacius. Very good match so far. Back to Lulu. Lulu. Unaye. Unaye trying to pass that through Kauvi. It's not just happening. It's not happening.
ONGOS have drop drastically, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a game plan from the coach.
Maybe.
Or maybe players are thinking to soak up pressure a bit. But the last 15 minutes has been UNAM.
Yane. As you can see there, another opportunity there, but it is a throw-in as the UNAM supporters here are not happy with that decision from the referee.
A wrong call, a wrong call. It's supposed to be a UNAM FC throw-in. But yeah, we are all human.
We do mistakes.
Yes.
Usonda Chishala. Very long one, and goalkeeper really getting to that one. And for the last 10 minutes, I should say the tempo of this match has dropped, and it could be another opportunity here for FC ONGOS. And really, that player there wasting that beautiful one-on-one situation. Two minutes of optional time here before end of.
When you're one-on-one there, why don't you take on that player? Just take him on. Just get with pace, take him on, and see what will happen. Now, there are two players that if you pass that ball, it's very unlikely to get to the other player.
I'm telling you, I mean, one-on-one, it should be obvious that there is a chance that you can take on this player and really, get one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Once you do that, you have your players there, your striker is lagging there. You take him on. Once you pass that, you put him on the plate. He just stepped the ball in. You are leading 1-0. Very poor play there from ONGOS.
Very, very poor play indeed. And trying to clear their lines there. And another throw in here. I mean, it is only 2 minutes before end of this first half. As you can see there, the commentary booth, we are somewhere in that room there. Pretty cool place to be in here, isn't it?
Very, very nice to see there. No pressure.
Exclusive. And now, Usonda. Another player goes down there. And these players are not interested, rather playing forward. Look at that one-on-one situation there again. Taking on that player, which is good.
Not a head injury.
Not so sure as to what happened there, but I think the referee should have blown the whistle. One never knows, especially when it is a head injury there. The player that is down is Devin Somsep.
Like you said, you never know because he's holding his face and he's lying down.
Yeah.
Those are very, very serious places. So you have to blow the whistle. You never know what happens. Apart from that, the first half, if I'm the coach of UNAM, I would say we have soaked up the 20 minutes and then we started controlling the game. In the second half, let's do more what we did in the last final third of the game. And then maybe we can get a chance and score a goal. But if I'm the coach of ONGOS again, I will say, what went wrong? We started the game first.
It's a clash of heads.
Clash of heads, clash of heads. That's what I'm saying. It's supposed to be blown that whistle already.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. Like I was saying, if I was the coach of ONGOS, Ronnie Canelelo, he'll go break to the drawing board and say, boys, we started well the first 20 minutes. And then we have drop out the tempo. Let's start again. Let's regroup. And let's go again and see if we can get the chance to halftime.
And there it is. It is halftime for now as these two teams have failed to score. I mean, your take on this first half, just quickly, Yelton?
Now, great game so far. Both coaches must be proud of them, but good game to watch. Both of them created chances. But let's see in the second half whether we'll get a goal or two.
There you have it. UNAM FC 0. FC ONGOS 0. It is halftime. Meet you, or rather, let's meet at the second half.
I'm Emmanuel Shishiweni Shikongo, the regional governor from South region. Alone, we cannot achieve. You can't achieve it alone. It will only be possible if you have partners such as Standard Bank, especially through this initiative of Buy a Brick. It's only when you come together that you can achieve.
Namibia is our home, we drive our growth.
What if more is possible? What if we could partner with you to take your business to the next level? What if you could expand your fleet to deliver more goods and serve more clients? What if you could adapt and transition successfully to sustainable practices? What if you could secure financing to scale up and compete for larger projects? What if you always have solutions to fuel your business growth every step of the way? Let us give your business the certainty it needs to grow. As your dedicated partner, we turn your dreams and ambitions into reality, helping you reach the next level. Our vision is clear: to be the financial partner that empowers you to grow and make a meaningful impact on our economy through commercial property finance. Stimulate the local economy by supporting construction and development projects. Vehicle and asset financing. Unlock opportunities through contract-based financing and operating lease models with financing options for vehicles and yellow metals. Trade solutions. Provide much-needed cash flow solutions for businesses through purchase order financing, contract financing, and invoice discounting to assist them with fulfilling verified purchase orders or contracts. Climate Smart. Assist businesses with transitioning to sustainable practices through climate smart financing. Economic Relief Scheme. This scheme is designed to ensure businesses recover from economic challenges by providing financing to expand, acquire assets, and fulfill contracts. We see solutions everywhere, and so do our clients. We've done it before, and we can do it for you. Let's talk about how far we can take your business. Your partner in growth.
Welcome back, and that's of course how the first 45 minutes went of the Standard Bank Top 8 coming to you live. That is from Ocho. We had UNAM versus ONGOS, and none of these two teams could get it at the back of the net. Of course, many opportunities were provided for both teams either way, but none of them just could get that clinical finish that they needed so that we can get a clear path to see who is going to be going to the finals. But we are here, first 45 minutes down. Costa, how was it for you?
Yeah, as expected, I thought that UNAM might come out guns blazing, but it was opposite. I think the first 10-15 minutes belonged to ONGOS. They dictate the play more from the left side through Yakubu, the Ghanaian. But as the time went on, after they've absorbed the pressure, you could see that UNAM slowly came into the game. And that's why you saw the small boy, Eduardo, the brother of Maporisa, hitting the crossbar, almost scoring a goal, and also attacking from the left side. So on the balance of play, I think it's a fair result so far, 0-0.
And well done, you got the predictions right.
Yeah, so far, yes.
Yeah, well done. For the first 45 minutes, you got that right. Vivian, what did you make of the first 45?
Interesting first half for both teams. I must agree with Costa when he said, I thought ONGOS would come in more dominant. They did start so, but we see UNAM creating more chances with their number 7 as well as the number 10. But once again, the spine at ONGOS is very, very strong. The likes of Devon Somsep and Mateus, the goalkeeper there. He has 18 clean sheets, by the way, for the Premier League. So he's going to be a difficult man to get through.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now, of course, we have seen how both these teams go, and unfortunately, they just could not get that, like that woodwork that we just saw that you were just talking about. But let's quickly also just look at the highlights of how the game went by between these two teams, and we can really quickly just talk through them and see who had the better chance or who had the better ball between UNAM as well as FC ONGOS. There we go. Costa, take us through.
Yeah, as I said earlier, I think
there we go.
ONGOS were the better team. In the first 10-15 minutes, they had the clear-cut chances to break the ice, but the brilliance of the defense of UNAM were stable and solid, and you see the Elifa Saida just missing a setter, just to tap it in. I think also a good save from the goalkeeper, Owen Karisep, just to tap it with his fingernails there. Yeah. You can see the cross, and there slowly you can see that just that little bit of edge of his fingertips, and then Haida couldn't tap in. Otherwise, it could have been an easy tap in here, and to make the score 1-0. And then the follow-up from Yakubu, quality left screamer on the crossbar. But it's not a goal, and but it was a bit windy in the first half. You could see that the T-shirts and the flags of Standard Bank, they were waving there, so it means a bit windy, and it was in the favor of ONGOS. That's why they were more offensive compared to UNAM. But come the second half, there you see the cross from UNAM. That's now after they've absorbed all the pressure and then coming slowly into the game. And this one from at the second one, we'll see shortly now, where Eduardo had the chance just to kick it on the crossbar. But on the balance of play, both teams hit the crossbar once, and it missed tap in from Elivas Haida. I think so far a 0-0 scoreline is a true reflection of the entire 45 minutes. And let's hope come second half, they can come out guns blazing, and we can see maybe a goal or two.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Vivian, do you have perhaps, just anything that you'd like to say on those highlights that we have seen so far, the first 45 minutes that we've witnessed already?
Both teams creating chances, and once again, continuing to say that these teams are equal. I can fairly to say equal chances for both teams to score today, as we can see in the highlights.
Yeah. Now, looking at the pressure that both these teams are actually facing, look, it's just this one game, and then you are closer to the prize money and to becoming the champion of the top 8. What do you think the pressure is like, especially from both teams? And also looking at where they're playing, neutral grounds.
Yeah, it's a promised land to reach the final. 600,000 are at stake. And, you have two coaches, one of the most equipped coaches in the country, CAF A and CAF B licenses. And it's now do or die. No matter what, I think now in the dressing room, both coaches will tell these young players, especially the ones from UNAM, to say that, boys, no one gave us a chance against Blue Rays. We were down and out. We came back in the last second, equalized. Here we are, equal balance against a much fancied ONGOS team. Let's go out second half and show them that we can maybe suppress again and go through to the final. And, it's going to be interesting come second half. Yeah,
no, definitely will be an interesting one. Speaking of what the coaches could possibly be telling their teams in the dressing room right now. But of course, the pressure is also on. The pressure is mounting. And the way we saw the first 45 minutes, it looks like none of these teams want to none of them actually want to slip up. But how long do you think they can keep this going, given the fact that you have 90 minutes? Are we looking at penalties, perhaps?
I was saying that we are going to go to penalties, and it's because these two teams really get to a point where they level up. They are leveled as teams. All right, so I think we're going to go to penalties today. But at the end of the day, there can only be one winner, whether we stay the 90 minutes without a goal or not.
Yeah, I guess. Then again, are you also looking at, because look, the way we have seen this, the first 45 minutes play out, we've seen many chances, opportunities from both teams. We've seen them hit woodwork. We've seen them try and again, and we are still here. So are you also perhaps in an agreement the fact that these two teams are now equal? None of them are getting a clinical finish. We're also going to look at those stats just in a minute, but where are we actually? Clever Boys or FC ONGOS, really? Or are you going to agree with what Vivian said, that we will head off to the penalties? Yeah,
I will echo with her. And you could see that the back four of both teams, their wing backs, hardly overlaps.
Right.
That tells you that they say that, guys, let's keep the zero. Let's keep it solid. Let our offensive players do their work. But come second half, the approach might change, because now sitting back and our penalties, as we all know, it's a lottery. You can see the ball position almost equally 50-50%. Corners 2-1. And the good thing so far, since last weekend in the quarterfinal, the 4 matches, and now the 5th match, no red cards so far. So I think, and now we have to upload the referees, because they let the game flow, not too many stops and all those stuff, stop and play. And that's why we see only no yellow cards so far in the first half. Yeah. So it's quite good, and the crowd turned up slowly.
Yeah, no, crowd is actually turning up, but now we're looking at those attempts that we have. One on target only for FC ONGOS, and then UNAM only had 1 attempt, and then 5 for FC ONGOS.
Yeah,
so you would definitely say that FC ONGOS had the better ball.
Yeah, okay, at times it's only what the goalkeeper can save, But you can say that on the side of UNAM, they had 3 shots off the target. And as much as we rate it as not on target, it's also a chance that could have gone in, because just one slight mistake and then it can go in. Yeah, so I think it's a balance of play. It's equally 50-50%.
No, absolutely. Now, of course, now going into the second half of this game, in the changing room right now, if you're the coach of any of these teams, what are you going to tell your players right now going into the second half of this game?
The one thing I can say is, if a goal happens today, it's going to be a silly goal. I'm looking at those fouls. it's going to be a silly goal that one of the teams will have to get punished for that silly mistake. So if a goal happens, it will be a silly one. So as a coach, I might say, guys, let's clean up a little bit, or at least let's make use of the set pieces that have been created by these fouls. Yeah.
Tactically, do you think any of these teams should adjust?
Robert said it last week. He's going to stick to his game plan, irrespective what happens. Coach Ronnie, you know, I've been saying that lately we play the European system of 3 strikers, where one top striker and the 2 wingers. Sometimes I'm a bit critical when it comes to that, because in African football, I think the only team that really plays that system well is Sundowns. You know, yes, they've been doing it since the days of Patrice Motsepe. But other teams in Africa struggle to play with 1 striker. And that's why you saw last week, Chula, they played with 2 strikers, Kiki Palace, and that's better off for African football. So with the 3 offensive players, like the 3 flat, will it work? Yes and no, but let's hope maybe in the second half it might change. But so far, I think that system is that for Namibian football.
Perhaps it's not. Predictions, final ones now. What are we looking at, Vivian?
I was saying 1-1. Now I will have to say perhaps we will go into a 0-0 draw into penalties.
Okay, 0-0 draw into penalties, Costa?
I still remain with both teams will score and one will score the winning goal. So it's going to be a 2-1.
But which one? You're not sure yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. There you have it. Of course, the predictions are from Vivian as well as Costa right here in studio. We now cross back over to Ocho, where we have Mampudi. I can't say the way he say it, but you got it. And he'll give us the second 45 minutes encounter. Let's quickly see what it has in store for us.
Fire from airplane, building 11213 on Broadway.
Heights getting a right through, left through. The referee, close proximity, trying to see everything. Gitumbwa, at it again. Another victory.
Victory! Victory!
In Windhoek, the studios there having very, very interesting discussions there. But then, yes, the second half has started here and we are on. As you can see there, the score confirmation, UNAM FC 0, FC ONGOS 0. And the game is on. The last 45 minutes, Elton, last 45 minutes this time around. I'm not so sure as to what is going to happen here. But for now, in terms of, percentage, where do you see, these 2 teams?
I think it will still be a balanced play. From here, there's no other half. It's straight to penalties. But it will be a balanced half. They will be very conservative at the back. But whoever gets the first goal might nick it. I think a goal will be enough. There is ONGOS.
ONGOS with a shot! Just past the goal post there. And the young man, they're not happy with his defender, or other defenders not watching that one. But then, yes, whoever scores in this second half stand a very good chance of going through.
Those are the chances that you must take. Those ones are the chances that you must score.
Yes. Those are the chances that you must score. Otherwise, you are going to regret. They will hunt you, as you have said earlier. And now, imagine. Now, still UNAM FC this time around. Trying to come forward, trying to take on players there. Is, however, a bit difficult and goes out for a throw-in. And we know that Tura Magic was bought in 2023. That's a fact. And one man that really stood out for me up until today is the goalkeeper coach in Ephraim Shihonge. Ephraim Shihonge started with this team in FC ONGOS since then, 2023. And I remember Paulus Shipanga was then the head coach. But then Paulus Shipanga had to do national duty and coaching the brave Gladiators. That is when Ephraim Shihonge took over. And even narrowly losing the title in that season against African Stars. And after that, Father Agnes as the coach that was roped in. And they say since promotion, ONGOS FC have never won against African Stars. There is only one coach that managed that. And it was the time of Ephraim Shihonge when ONGOS beat African Stars by 3-2 in the first leg. And then the second leg, they played to a goalless draw. So, as the record stands, Ephraim Shihonge is the only coach with FC ONGOS that has managed to win against African Stars. You know that African Stars was knocked out last weekend by 11 arrows. Quite interesting, isn't it, to see a devoted, to see a really, how should I put this, but a coach or rather an individual that has devoted his time with one club, loyal, should I say, to the club. Yeah. And Ephraim Shihonge was my understudy at Black Africa. I used to play for Black Africa. Those years, I think, 2023, 2024 season. Way back. Some of them were still perhaps dreaming of playing for these big teams here. Time that I was playing. Not that I'm breaking or what, but I'm just saying. Now, a long one there for ONGOS with that cross coming. Beautiful play there. Nice dummy. And that's a push. That's that. A free kick. That's a free kick there. And it was a foul on Simon Elago. As you can see there, he is Ephraim Shihonge, the only coach with FC ONGOS that managed to win against African Stars. Other than that, FC ONGOS have never won against African Stars, one of the big teams. I mean, they are the champions, hence we are talking of them for now. It is the Standard Bank top 8 semi-finals who is going through to the finals. Now, as we look at that free kick, beautiful one, and not out of danger here. Now the cross, header, goalkeeper comes out and claims that one. And Robert Nosep having two of his sons playing, or rather one of them playing for him and the other on the bench. Not so sure as to how they are really. Not so sure as to how they are communicating, but I can just imagine, my son, please go into that field, go give it your all, make Daddy proud. And now, UNAM FC with that opportunity there, but then unfortunately wasted by.
No. At home is the son.
Yeah.
But once you go to the training field, then he's your coach. The father figure goes out of the window. There I'm the coach. You do what I do. The rest of the players, you follow in line. When we get home, the coaching staff has ended. I'm becoming a father. That's how it's working. When you have a son that you are coaching. Very simple.
Very simple indeed. Captain of FC ONGOS, Depolo Liema. Hareke ngwana o tswa kwa fatseng la Afrika Borwa. Eleng Liam. There he is on the ball now. Depolo Liema. Hareke ngwana ko gae. That FC ONGOS trying to break through here. Well defended there, the back. Really playing a good passing game here between these two teams.
Playing out of the back from pressure, 1-2, and then you move up quickly. But again, ONGOS have started on the front foot again in the second half, like they did in the first half.
Coming fresh out of, or rather fresh in for the second half here. Very beautiful turn there. Pauvi trying to play there with Giovanni Nosep.
Stadium fully packed.
Yeah, there's another player here that is quite not so effective. He is quiet indeed, Romario Namip, the younger brother of Poriza. Poriza playing obviously for Nampal, Thomas Nampal. Nampal didn't make it to the top 8, unfortunately. Very, not so good season, one should say. And there is some activities happening there on the bench, as you can see there on the bottom of your screen. But 3 changes there, and Ruham Roberto is one of them that will be coming in. One of the coach's son will be coming in.
Number 9 also.
I can see there. Is it number 18 as well that is coming on?
Shikongo. Number 18, Paulus Shikongo. Chifeni Shikongo, and also number 20, Ferdinand Amutenia. Triple. Yes, UNAM are ranking changes. They want to win this one in the 90 minutes. They don't want to go to the lottery that they went through last weekend against Blue Waters.
Yeah, there Paulus Shikongo coming on, and Ferdinand Mutenya as well coming on. And that is for UNAM FC. Really, Ronnie Canonello here doesn't want to go to penalties. Really wants to finish the job like in right now. Is he going to manage to do that? Another opportunity here for UNAM FC What can they get out of that one? Big cross there, but then really disappointing, isn't it? Yeah, emotionally. Paulus Shigonga and Eduardo Namib just coming off there. As I was saying, he's not that effective. Look at that shot! Halagasha! Super sub! My son, go in there, go do your best and make daddy proud. Look at that celebrations. Sitting and waiting for what? Wow! Super shot! Super shot. Brilliant goal there. And the super sub has worked. That is Ruham. No. They're trying to confuse things here. Oh yeah, Roberto. I'm telling you. What a shot that was.
Going out, jersey number 17, Emmanuel Reiter, being replaced by jersey number 12, Fikameni Aurumwa.
I'm telling you, UNAM FC pulling one ahead here against Ronnie Conanello side. Really have to respond, trying to still figure out as to how fast that goal was. Super strike indeed. I mean, no chance for the goalkeeper at all. He tried, but he couldn't. You. And now we have a match here. And as we wait for FC ONGOS to respond, I mean, after all, they have been the better side, really, to be honest, with creating those chances. But unfortunately, didn't just happen for them with those 3 chances. Yes. Clearly there, the coach, pardon me, Robert Nosep really doesn't want to go to the penalties, as I have earlier said. My bad there. It was not Ronnie, but rather Robert. But doesn't want to go to penalties. Yeah. Yes. Paulo Zamutenya. We have 2 Amutenyas here. Ferdinand Amutenya and then Paulo Zamutenya. There's another sub that is waiting to come on there in that is number 14. Paulo's Gideon. Talking of Paulus Gideon, he started last weekend. He started last weekend, this time coming on from the bench. And rightfully taking his place here from Simon Daniel.
Jersey number 14, Paulus Gideon.
Simon Daniel coming off now, and Paulus Gideon, number 14, coming on. As I have said, he started the match last weekend against the Blue Waters. And now the player that has benched him today is coming off, and he is rightfully taking his position there at right back. Now another opportunity here for FC ONGOS. Doesn't seem as if things are just working for them here. Could be another opportunity. Goalkeeper comes out. Jonas Mateus. And it is up all to FC ONGOS. What are they going to do? How are they going to respond? For me, I mean, it doesn't seem as if they are responding very well here. Still very reluctant. Should I mean, at least that is what I have observed here. Not so sure if what the viewers would say back home. Yeah.
Eddie, one to me. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, another opportunity here. Punaye trying to get that cross, but really the defense of UNAM all of a sudden closing down, and could be another opportunity here. Fortunately, well defended there by FC ONGOS at the back. Look at that, another opportunity, another shot! Goalkeeper Panna. Silly mistakes really there at the back for FC ONGOS. Schoolboy errors really. Very fortunate indeed that they were not punished. And all of a sudden, look at that, another good one, but referee here, rather assistant referee, saying it is an offside. Panna. Unbelievable, really. Those mistakes there from the defense of FC ONGOS. All right, now, Liam. Playing it forward here. Trying to string those passes. And doing really well here, FC ONGOS. Another big cross. Kakesa, look at that. Another chance. Really blocking there at the back of UNAM FC. Was a good opportunity there for FC ONGOS. Good play to put the defense under pressure there.
Box.
Now another free kick there. Quickly taken but wasted. However, gaining possession again here. UNAM FC trying to run forward there, and well taken care of there by Stanley Javera.
Substitution for ONGOS FC. Going in, jersey number 30.
That's a problem.
Jersey number 8, that is Trevor Kavanagh.
There is a substitution that just happened now. Well, perhaps I just have to confirm that one. Oh. But yes, the substitution was confirmed, and it was momentarily there on your screen. Nicodemus Haukali coming on. And Trevor Kavanagh coming off. Nicodemus Haukali. Will he bring that much needed changes? He also came in from the bench last weekend when they played against KK Palace. Look at that. And a big shot there from Ruham. The only goal in the match. Would love to see that one. Look at that one. Let me just quickly take a look at that with the left shot. Goalkeeper not having a chance at all there. I mean, out of the box, really. Great strike. Look at that. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And again, the questions comes there for the defense of FC ONGOS. I mean, where were they when the player got to kick that one out of the box? He will be punished at that level. Now, Tamil no urgency at all here. No direction here. But, the throw in there. Liema. A powerful shot there. Trying to locate players there up front, but fortunately, look at that beautiful distribution there from the goalkeeper. I mean, pinpointing his teammate there. Score confirmation. Roberto Ruham scoring there for UNAM, and it is 1-0. Really trying to force his way there. Emmanuel Heita has been very difficult, really. There he is, the man in charge of FC ONGOS, and all eyes are on him. Yes. As we wait to see that. Twenty 19 minutes left. Look at that pass there. Not accurate enough. However, the player there keeping it in. Up next, we have another match. The Standard Bank Top 8 Cup semi-finals. We have 11 Arrows versus Mighty Gunners. Mighty Gunners are not far away from here, around 60 kilometers to Oshibarongo. So they will feel like they have the advantage, almost like playing home. Home is not far. Oh yeah. Very good one. Another one good match that is coming up. 11 Arrows versus Mighty Gunners. Yeah. Liam now pushing forward. He has a powerful legs. And put that one up there. Trying to clear it from the back. UNAM FC always on the first ball there. Look at that wasted opportunity here. Now, look at that, another opportunity here. Strong run there for Kauvi. And a shot! Oh! Just. Panna. Was a very strong round there by Kauvi. He has been quiet. All of a sudden, bursting to life here. And now, look at that. Mr. Yambo. Kauvi. Again intercepted there by the defense of FC ONGOS. Liam bring it here to Hamidu Yakubu. Anian, and 28 years old. He has tried his best, really. Yakubu. Now another opportunity here for Kauvi. He can run. What can he make out of that one? Wasted opportunity again. And now all of a sudden opportunities are falling here for the man there. Robert Nosep's team.
Yes, because what they are doing is they are using the situation of ONGOS very well, because ONGOS are now desperate and they are disjointed. And what they do is they play quickly in the middle and then they take the ball very wide. But if you can see what UNAM are also doing is they are keeping 6 or 7 players in, and only the 3 or 4 players that are attacking are causing those havocs up front.
And really good opportunities here for opportunities are falling here for UNAM FC. I can bet you if we don't make use of it, they might regret it at a later stage. Especially now that we are left with 15 minutes.
Exactly what you said about ONGOS in the first half. They wasted the opportunities, UNAM scored. Again, UNAM are wasting the opportunities. ONGOS get one, it's an equalizer, they might win on and go win on penalties. But the problem now with Ronnie Canalo's team is that they are becoming desperate, and once they are becoming desperate, they are panicking, and they are becoming disjointed. And once they are becoming disjointed, that's where those chances are being created by UNAM. Again, there is another cracking opportunity. They've got 3 opportunities in 4 minutes now. 3.
And Ruham Roberto playing his heart out here. He has to play to earn this position. Shouldn't come by virtue of because it is his father that is coaching the team now. Really have to work hard for his position.
Like I said, you have to earn it. At home, I'm the father. At the stadium, at the training field, I'm your coach.
Yeah.
There's nothing given. You have to work hard for your place, like all other players are doing.
Yes.
So great management there. Also, his advantage is at home he can be mentored and tell what to do, how to improve.
Yeah.
And that will be a benefit at the training field.
Very good.
Looks like Ronnie, there's
another opportunity here. Will be another opportunity. Oh.
Chances Kalo. Game is opening up. It will open up because they are looking for that crucial goal to get the equalizer.
Yeah.
At the same time, UNAM also looking for that second goal to kill off the game. But looks like now Ronnie is making another change. He wants to.
There it is, Dwayne Kinder coming off. Dwayne Kinder coming off there.
And Nestor going on.
That is Jaden Nestor.
Another forward on for Ronnie Ganarello. Now he's playing his cards. Is it a bit too late? Too late? But he has put on 2 forwards.
Yeah.
But he was supposed to make that double change already when he put on the number 14. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah. And when he put on Paulus Gideon.
Yes.
But yes. Now, really very bad there from FC ONGOS. Their passing game here is not really working out for them. They are known to be a team that can really play and string those passes. This time around.
It's what I'm saying. They must string those passes, known to play, put the ball on the ground and on the pitch. Make those string passes, shift the ball, and then the holes will be created. And then you'll get a chance. But now Ronnie maybe has changed his tactics. They are now launching the ball because they've got 2 extra strikers that they've put on. And maybe he's hoping for a chance there.
Yeah.
A mistake, an error, so that he can get an equalizer. But most of the time, it doesn't work like that. When you stick to your guns, you might be rewarded. But let's see.
Let's see. Another jump there. Liam doesn't know where the ball is. Playing again here with Hamidou Yakubu. Hamidou, long one. Really not working for them, the passing game that they are known for. Another long one. Very good play there from FC ONGOS, but then unfortunately the ball control there, disappointing.
Exactly what you are saying. Those are the passes they must make. 1-2 passes on the ground, and then they are getting in that final third.
As you can see there, really good play there. At times they would really surprise you, FC ONGOS. Making those nice passes, playing those beautiful passes. But then at times you would really see them struggling, stringing those passes. Look at that, Robert Nosep. He is not happy, though his team is leading. Referee there having a word with Neste Yambo. And playing again here is Liam coming out of the deep end here. Now, beautiful turn there. Look at that final touch, rather final pass. Not really getting to the teammate. And those are the kind of things that is actually killing the game here of FC ONGOS.
Now Sepp angry on the touchline, throwing a water bottle. I don't know what went wrong there. But great play from ONGOS, like we said. They are building from the back greatly, nicely. But when they get to the final third, that final pass that they are supposed to pass to get the ball in, that's where they are lacking.
That's where they are lacking. And now, as you can see, they're playing there for Liam. Now, Nesta Yambo. They are taking their time here, trying to find some spaces there. Look at that run, and could be another opportunity there. Offside. Offside here. And we are left with 8 minutes plus at a time before end of this match, and so far it is looking good here for UNAM FC. It is looking good for UNAM FC.
Very, very good. Very, very good. If they can hold on this 10, 7 plus, whatever time that will be added, they in the final. They are having the chance of winning that 600,000 you said? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Very good money here for the students. The Clever Boys, as they are known. Clever Boys. And there is a player there down, and I think that should be Musonda Chishala Lewa.
Very, very good money. And they are at the right areas where they're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
They are leading, they have a corner, they can take their time.
They can take their time. Everything is just going right for them, isn't it, UNAM FC?
Very, very right. I've seen the last 10 to 15 minutes, Ronnie Canelo's team has lost shape. They've lost balance and they've lost strategy. So maybe they have to regroup a bit. Because 7 minutes, they can still get a goal.
Yeah.
If they can stick to their guns. But now they are launching too much.
That could be another opportunity here. Look at that tackle there. Referee's not interested, rather saying it is a goal kick there. Don't see the player also appealing there.
Wow. A risky tackle in the box. But rightfully rewarded.
I mean, risky tackle, but then on point as well.
Very great tackle.
Yeah.
Great tackle. Those are the ones that are winning you matches. When you go back and look back at that one, you'll say, this one is the one that won us this match.
Yeah. Now, Mateus Jonas.
But even look at the body language of Ronnie Cananelo. There's no interest anymore.
Yeah,
he has to motivate his players.
Yeah.
He must be the one to drive them. They still a lot of time. A goal goes in seconds.
Look at that! What a he can be dramatic. He can be dramatic, that one.
Oh, great distribution. Great ball.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, that is entertainment, isn't it? See, it is entertainment to the maximum.
What do you call it in football? Showboating.
Yeah. Yes.
From a goalkeeper.
Acrobatic. Wow. But really, talking of Ronnie, seeing Ronnie Cananelo, seeing him on the bench here, he's not that vocal enough, isn't it? Like we know him.
And when he started, he was vocal. When the game was in the balance, he was vocal. But this is the time that must be also vocal again. Because when you don't have that lead, you must be the driving factor of your players. They tend to look at you and say, okay, what is my coach giving me? What can we do better?
Yeah.
But he's not doing any of that.
Covey with another opportunity, taking that shot, and goalkeeper perhaps well positioned there. And really having troubles, as you can see him there. Jonas Matthews rather greeting Kauvi.
These are the times that he must drive his player to say, if we cannot play from the back.
There he is. I mean, talking of him, he's rather talking to the bench and giving the soccer field his back, or rather the players his back.
He's disappointed.
Yeah.
Very disappointed in his
Very
players.
disappointing.
But disappointing comes when you do that to your players. You must be the driving force. You must be there on the touchline.
Right, as you can see there, another corner from the training grounds. And rather an offside there. And he is Paulus Shigongo. Look at that attempt there. Shot in a tight angle. Yakubu. Long one. Nesta. Nobody coming up there. And Karizep would be happy to waste a few more seconds here. Takes a long one. I mean, he has that distributing abilities, isn't it?
He's very clinical in that department.
Yeah.
And that's where they want to be. That's where UNAM wants to be. Let's put the ball, let them make a mistake, let them concede the corner, and then we are there.
Yeah.
Even when they are countering, when they are attacking, they don't put numbers on. They are 2 or 3 players attacking. They take a shot on, they get the corner, they get the throw in, they will stay there.
Look at that.
Acrobatic.
They tend to lose those balls and, you know, giving it away to the opponents, and you regret later. But yes, I mean, credit goes to him. If he does that, then it shows that he has confidence. He has that confidence in him. Look at him. Very young boy here. Short as well. Not those. He's not one of those long goalkeepers. But then number 15 here coming on for UNAM FC.
Substitution for FC UNAM.
And
Timotheus.
FC ONGOS, or is it UNAM FC? Ronaldo Kauvi coming off, and Onasmus Timotheus coming on. These are the dying moments of this match here. Only 1 minute, or rather seconds left, plus at a time. Plus at a time. Is this it for FC ONGOS? Does their journey ends here? Does their journey end here?
4 minutes added.
Plus 4 minutes added. And 4 minutes for FC ONGOS to perhaps draw an equalizer here. Can they stage a great comeback?
They can create a chance. They can create a chance.
Yeah, man. Yakubu. Nesta. Good play there from FC ONGOS. Good control there. Well passing game. Look at that. Perhaps just the final passing. Now, look at that, really disappointing. I mean, a pass that could have been, could have created a good opportunity from that one, but unfortunately, really disappointing. I think UNAM FC, or rather, FC ONGOS really didn't come to the party this time around.
Apart from the first 20 minutes in the first half,
yeah,
where they created 3 or 4 chances, that at least they could have scored 2 goals. Since then, UNAM took over the game.
Look at that. Yakubu.
Very
I
slow.
think the morale is down, as you can see the Ronnie Cananelo. I mean, just off your screen, he is not a happy man.
Not at all. Those are the ones that UNAM wants. Let's get to that final third. Let's get great chances. Let's stay there. Let's wind down the clock. And then we'll smell that 600,000 a bit closer.
A bit closer, eh?
Yes. They do not have to put the ball on the box. They do not have to do that. They can wind down the clock. They can play. And they can go to the corner. Maybe get a corner kick. Maybe get a throw-in. And then they stay there.
But it's 4 minutes. It's 4 minutes, not perhaps a lot to do that. Not so sure, but yes, it could be another, style or tactic that you can use in terms of wasting time. Short. Thought it's a short. He wanted to pass, and look at that acrobatic clearance there. Anything will do now.
It's what I'm saying. Hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball. Great play.
Trying to play that one, and another one intercepted there, and possession is off UNAM FC. It goes out.
1 minute left. They can wind down the clock. They can use this time to... Every second counts.
Every second counts. Yes,
one last attack.
Yes, for ONGOS. And what can they make out of that one?
That's the...
and intercepted, and a goal kick for that matter.
That should be that.
We are left with 15 seconds. Is this the end of the road for FC ONGOS and Ronika Nanelo? And there it is, end of the match here. UNAM FC goes through to the final. As you can see, they're really celebrating. Spectators are there, the supporters, as you can see there. It is UNAM 1, FC ONGOS 0. Your take on the match?
Great game of football. Congratulations to UNAM FC of winning the game. Like I said, when the game started, it's a knockout football. Create a chance, score your goal, and close the door. First 20 minutes, ONGOS played, but from there, rightfully so, UNAM came back, and they bossed the play. They got their goal. They've won the game. They're in the finals. Congratulations. Hard luck, Ronika Nanelo and your troops. Let's go back to the drawing board.
And that is the end of this match here, as it is UNAM 1, FC ONGOS 0, full time.
Sometimes, the smallest moment becomes the biggest difference. The smallest gift gives the biggest courage. One bold choice will give you the confidence you need.
Congratulations. Thank you, sir.
Love travels further than we expected.
Are you happy? Are you happy? Through ball, through ball. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Yeah. Yes. Nice play.
Sometimes, the best gifts are the ones that say, I love you. And other times, it's the gifts that say, I see you. Let life reward you with Standard Bank U Rewards.
What if more is possible? What if we could partner with you to take your business to the next level? What if you could expand your fleet to deliver more goods and serve more clients? What if you could adapt and transition successfully to sustainable practices? What if you could secure financing to scale up and compete for larger projects? What if you always have solutions to fuel your business growth every step of the way? Let us give your business the certainty it needs to grow. As your dedicated partner, we turn your dreams and ambitions into reality, helping you reach the next level. Our vision is clear: to be the financial partner that empowers you to grow and make a meaningful impact on our economy through commercial property finance. Stimulate the local economy by supporting construction and development projects. Vehicle and asset financing. Unlock opportunities through contract-based financing and operating lease models with financing options for vehicles and yellow metals. Trade solutions. Provide much-needed cash flow solutions for businesses through purchase order financing, contract financing, and invoice discounting to assist them with fulfilling verified purchase orders or contracts. Climate Smart. Assist businesses with transitioning to sustainable practices through climate smart financing. Economic Relief Scheme. This scheme is designed to ensure businesses recover from economic challenges by providing financing to expand, acquire assets, and fulfill contracts. We see solutions everywhere, and so do our clients. We've done it before, and we can do it for you. Let's talk about how far we can take your business. Your partner in growth.
And there you have it. UNAM is through to the finals of the Standard Bank Top 8, and they made sure that they got that very much needed ball, just that one, all they needed to make sure that they get to the finals. So we will definitely see them in the finals. So congratulations to UNAM once again. And then, of course, FC ONGOS, we know you've also tried. They really tried to get the ball at the back of the net. Unfortunately, perhaps today was just not their day. And, of course, as again, yeah, I don't know whether I should start laughing because nobody got it right again, at least, but the first 45 minutes you got right. How was that last 45 minutes of this encounter? Costa?
Coach Robert, last weekend he did 2 substitutions in the last 5 minutes. It worked. They scored the equalizer from nowhere. Today, the similar thing happened. Put in Roberto and then boom, he scored the winning goal.
All right. Now, Costa, let's quickly hold this thought because I think we've got a lot that we need to talk about. We shall be back right after this. Do stay tuned. We'll quickly take a breather.
We're taking fire from airplanes. Building 11213 on Broadway.
Heights getting a right through, left through. The referee, close proximity, trying to see everything. Gitumbwa, at it again.
Successfully defended.
Another victory.
Victory! Victory!
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. And of course, like we said, it is the Standard Bank Top 8 edition of the semi-finals. So we just saw UNAM going through to the finals, and of course, ONGOS having to go play for third place. Best, yeah? And of course, Costa, you were just saying, you're talking about Robert Nauseb and how he tactically managed his team from last weekend to this weekend.
Yeah, he has thrown the right cuts at the right moment. And today he did again the same thing. But today there was something different from UNAM. They were free, the information was clear to each and every player. And that freeness, that calmness in them, explored them, and that's how they were playing with ease. And at the end of the day, you could see them enjoying the entire match, especially the 45 minutes, the last 45 minutes. And the moment when a player is at ease, no stress, no butterflies, you explode. And then the end result is getting the 1-0 win.
Absolutely. But could we say perhaps UNAM wanted it more than ONGOS?
Yes, they did. It's so interesting to see the coach on the touchline, stressed, throwing water bottles around, but the calm in the field stays. That is a different level of interestingness. But an interesting 45 minutes from UNAM. They played, even after the goal, you would think that, okay, they're going to get into a more defensive mode. They didn't. They continued to attack. They continued to go forward. The goal was clear. Murder.
Yeah, murder. Murder on the playing field, yeah. Now, maybe let's quickly also look at what really separated these two teams, because we looked at the first 45 minutes. Of course, it looked like they were both on equal footing. But then again, we saw now here we are, UNAM is through. What was the separation?
Tactical changes from Coach Robert. He put Amutenya to the right side, knowing that ONGOS is very strong on the left wing. So how do I neutralize the strongness of ONGOS? Let the strongest player, who is Elako, who is more offensive, let him play with his back to our defenders. Then he's not a danger. And that's what Robert did. And Amutenya on the right side of UNAM, he did just a brilliant job. He didn't overlap much. He didn't go for crosses. He was just staying more central in the half of the pitch, just to cut off all those passes to Elako on the left side. And that's how UNAM was the better team. And while ONGOS focused on the right side, the boy on the left side, second half, the number 7 did all the runnings. And it worked for UNAM. And congrats to Coach Robert for doing the good homework.
Yeah, no, another brilliance coming from him again. Now, perhaps we can look at that key player that we have seen in this particular match. The one that was just, that made the whole difference, that made the game murder.
I think truly, as a unit, the UNAM squad is really, really good. Just look at that number 7. He was solo most of the time. He was creating those chances. At some point, he was doing those runs by himself. But also, let's look at that super sub coming in. Almost instantly creating a goal for their team. Truly, it's key players. Man of the match number 7.
Man of the match number 7, and I think that's what we just saw when they were pulling him off. But also looking at this game now, I think you spoke about tactics, but would you say that it was more tactical than emotions, or was it both? Did it bring, the best of both?
As a coach, you sit, last weekend, all the coaches had the chance to see each other while the other team was playing against the other team in the quarterfinal. And Robert went back. I think maybe he got somewhere a DVD or just to see how ONGOS can play.
Yeah.
And he changed his team. You see the Chavera boy at the back of UNAM. Usually he's playing on the left side. Today he was the last man. Although he almost caused a penalty for ONGOS, he was stable. And then you have Owen in the goal, making fun of it, under pressure, doing the acrobatic thing there in the box. That tells you that this team is free of spirit. As much as they were playing under pressure, let's enjoy the moment. And the moment was, like Vivian said, murder. And the killer goal, great 10 from Hikwam, 10, and like his father used to score with the left foot in the far corner, no chance to Jonas. Tough luck, ONGOS.
I think if anything we can look at, and also something that we actually just spoke about, is that UNAM finished 7th on the log. And I mean, they could have not even been here. They missed, they were just there. And look at how they are now going to the finals. I'm
one of those few people that can say, UNAM, I love to watch UNAM play, but sometimes I just know that they're not going to score. And and that disappoints me, because they play great football.
Yeah.
And even just looking at what the pitch looked like in terms of yellow cards and so forth, a very disciplined side. They don't go out and fight. They just play their ball. And many a times you see, even with the bigger clubs, African stars, they know how to hold these older boys. Some way, somehow, they will draw. They don't always score, they don't always win, but they draw. And you can see today that they were full force in front. They were attacking. They needed that goal. It's a knockout. All right, we don't have the time to just survive and be at number 7 just to get in. And you can see that the strategy definitely changed.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yep. Now, can we also just address the chances that they missed as well? Can we talk about those chances? Because I think it could have easily ended up, like she said, they don't score. Yes. It could have easily ended up 3-1.
Yeah. I think it's a whole virus in Namibian Premier League. First division, second division. You see, our top goal scorer scored 18 goals. Okay, sorry for the loss of Stefanes, the striker of ONGOS, who broke his leg last 6 games ago. But scoring is a big problem in Namibia. Also in South Africa. PSL, the last 4-5 seasons, top goal scorer in South Africa was our Namibian, Peter Shalulile. So it tells you overall, in general, that we are struggling scoring goals. But today, at least, I'm glad that a striker, natural striker, did what the former strikers used to do. Get that ball, turn. The goalkeeper thought maybe he will play backwards or whatever. No anticipation, boom, in the corner. And that's a typical type of strikers we used to have back then, the Henrico Bortes, the Floris Diergaard, Ruben van Dijk. And it's good to see that at least, although she thought that ONGOS won't score, UNAM went on and scored that goal.
Yeah. Now, also, let's quickly look at the highlights and see how that game went on. And maybe, Costa, you can also just quickly talk us through those highlights as you see those balls, those chances that are being missed right there. Oh, there's the goal.
That's a goal.
That's a goal. That's a UNAM goal.
And I think it's the third goal of the entire tournament. And so far, I think it will be the goal of the tournament thus far. Yes, we still have 2 matches to go, one semi-final and the final, and maybe the third and fourth place. But really, what Hikwam did really showed true brilliance of a prolific, lethal striker. Simple, just plus it with his left foot. And he's a right-footed player, mind you that. And also the pass, the moment, even maybe the message was clear from him. And then after he had a chance again to finish it off. But here he was a bit rusty. Thought maybe the newspapers will say double Hikwam goals put UNAM to the goal, to the final. Going back to ONGOS, really a bit disappointing. They were all over the place after the meta goal came, like Vivian said. And that's why ONGOS today really didn't show that character to say that they can bounce back. One of the commentators there, Mr. Apep from there in the studio, he even mentioned the body language, from Coach Ronnie Kandelelo. It didn't really show that they want to bring it back. Look at Owen there. It's a goalkeeper free of stress. As much as they were 1-0 up, let me enjoy this moment and showcase. Yes, sometimes it's risky. It can turn against you. You can see Robert knows it there. As much as he was leading, one small mistake, he was still on his place and saying that I don't want you guys to sleep for a simple second. You must be on your point until the last minute, because that one moment, like Blodas did against us, can cost us. And that's what he did, and he was showing that the guys must go full force, and I'm really, really happy for UNAM. Really.
But can we also look at that opportunity that we just saw now? Would we say that was a potential penalty, perhaps, that was missed? Do we need VAR?
Yes, that's the incident I was saying about Javera. There was no need for him to jump in a tackle. I mean, as a last man, you just guide the offensive player to the side of the goal because he is no danger. One mistake had that Simon Elako touched the ball and lobbed it over him. Late penalty, but unfortunately we don't have a VAR in Namibia, and it went against his favor. But very risky.
Are we lucky to say that we don't have VAR? Because it could have now ended up 1-1.
The thing about VAR, sometimes it takes the magic out of football.
Yeah.
Right. Also,
yes.
That's the other thing. It's good and it's not so good, depending on who you're supporting, I guess.
Yeah. Personally, I don't like VAR.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It must be natural because we are human beings. We must make mistakes.
All right. Now, let's quickly also look at the stats that happened on how this game played out. As we can see, the attempts there, as well as, it was a clean game. I think, as Vivian had said earlier, that, no bookings done, no yellow card, no red card, not so many offsides as well. And then ball position, there we have it. Looking at the attempts, Vivian, what do you make of those attempts?
ONGOS, the fact that they had that many chances and they just couldn't, hey? But look at the first half, ONGOS was able to dominate, but the results show how UNAM came within the second half.
Yeah. And then what do you make of those attempts, basically just looking at the whole stats that we have there, Costa, on how the game basically just turned around from ONGOS actually leading it in the first 45 to UNAM winning it?
The second half team talk in the dressing room changed everything. You know, both teams went in with a 50-50 ball position. But come second half, whatever Coach Robert knows, the message he gave out to those boys for the last 45 minutes compared to ONGOS, you could see that the most balanced and most practical team was UNAM. And you can see the on target. They had 4 on targets, 3 from a left winger, who is the man of the match, and then the goal they scored. So it tells you that they were more offensive minded. Even the wingers were allowed freely to attack, rather than ONGOS, who were all over the place trying to look for that equalizer goal. But the matter came and very early, and unfortunately, that's it.
Yeah, but then ONGOS also kind of somehow just decided to fumble at the end of if we have to look at the last 15 minutes of the game.
Okay, the thing is, I think perhaps maybe in Africa and Namibia, we struggle to keep the momentum. Many a times, it's not the first time that people concede late or score late. The football mentality or the beast mentality that is referred to is still something that we're working on. I mean, even last week we saw the Shoke Chula Chula coach talking about mental health and just saying that mentally we are not there yet as a nation.
And that's why, I mean, don't give up. I mean, UNAM also did that in the last very dying minutes of the match, in the last weekend match that they had, and they managed to get where they are. But then, of course, I think just the way, for me, when I was looking at ONGOS play, those last 15 minutes, it was just like, it's over, man. And it's also the coach, because he gave up so early.
Yeah, and leadership. Sometimes people ask, why is Stika still playing in the Namibian Premier League, age 38 or 37? Some people ask, why is Ronaldo still playing? Sometimes that is that about a leader on the field. It's a leader off the field. You know, players do have pre-match meals. Players camp in the hotel or a B&B where they sleep. And I don't have to be a first 11 player. I'm a leader to these boys. And that's what ONGOS lacked today. Their captain is a foreigner from South Africa, former South Africa under-20 captain. And Vivian said it off air. There was no leadership. Someone to say that, guys, we are behind. Now let's man up. Let's try and stick to our basics. Robert said last week, even the conditions were bad, we're gonna stick to our conditions, to our system until the last minute, and that's how they equalized. ONGOS today, after they conceded that meta goal, they were all over the place, and that's where the leadership quality was not there. And unfortunately, ONGOS, because of that, they are out of the semi-final.
Yeah, no, unfortunately they are, but then, I mean, we see them. It's not really so over, is it?
It's over.
There you have it. Of course, it is over. But now, finals is on the 23rd of this month. We don't know who UNAM is going to be up against. But do we see UNAM actually going through to winning the cash prize, to winning the top 8?
We've been saying that UNAM will take this cup and we'll all think it's a joke. You won't believe it because in as much as many a times we rule them out, but they come out on top, right? This is a group of very small, young players, not small, young players. Both them and ONGOS are very young players, and perhaps maybe that's why the mentality doesn't last too long. It's because they are young.
Yeah.
But we are ruling them out because they are young. And I think that youngness is playing to their advantage now.
Okay. Now, also looking at UNAM and the way where they are also, I mean, it's a university team, it's young players, it's students, it's, you know, UNAM. But also the way they've been playing, is this their moment? Is this the time that they now really showcase that, yeah, we are something? I mean, they have a bit of resources compared to a lot of other teams. But is this now their moment to make a difference?
I think it's the only club in the Premier League who has its own training field and own stadium. And the first round of NPFL, UNAM were on top. They were one of the teams that were keeping on top of the table. But then suddenly, like I said previously here on the studio, said when the first 11 players got injured, they lost 2 free players to Zambia, Zimbabwe, then their momentum went down. Now this cup is in its second phase now. And you can see that after last weekend where they were struggling in Walvis against the conditions, the weather, the wind and everything, slowly they are picking up. And she has said now, we'll sit back after the 23rd, 6 o'clock and say that really, UNAM are the champions. So the writing is maybe on the wall. It might go to UNAM, yeah.
I mean, not forgetting that we still have 11 Arrows, Mighty Gunners. Those are also teams that are surprising us as well. So we'll also see how it goes. But there, as UNAM has the opportunity to make sure that they deliver and to make sure that they need to do what they need to do. Going forward, also looking at just how those players played and brought out the ball. I think we could also say they had a clinical finish.
Yes, they did. I'm truly hoping when we go back to the Namibian Premier League, UNAM will now look to invest in players.
Okay.
Mature players, star players, if you will. All right, we've developed it enough. We cannot see UNAM as an academy anymore. Look at where it's at in the top 8. And that's why people often write them off, is because it looks like it's for development. It looks like an academy. But these boys are not playing academy football anymore. And I think that should help.
Yeah, no, then it should. But let's quickly hear also what the coaches have to say after the match that they just had. Here they are.
Coach Ronnie, not the end you would have quite envisioned here. I mean, what do you just make of the match that just ended now?
Oh, I think, yeah, it was unfortunate that we conceded in that manner. But yeah, when you play from the back, you take certain risk in terms of playing the ball out when they are pressing. But I think it all goes down to the efficiency, the decision making in that particular moment. But I mean, first half, I think we were the better. We had better options. We had better opportunities to create something better out of the game. Second half, yes, we started. The game was quite even, I should say, at that moment until UNAM scored. But when once look at the entire match before the goal, you ask yourself, where was UNAM going to get the goal out of their own play? I think we completely neutralized that aspect of their game. And yeah, they had to obviously capitalize from our own mistakes, you know, and then we had to open up the game a little bit, you know, change the structure in the middle from 4 to 8, you know, make it 3 and make it 3 up front, you know, and stretch it a little bit. But we didn't have the guys to manage the open spaces. Yeah, it's still something that it's a dynamic that is not really understood, you know, by a lot of players, you know, to manage the spaces, the open space, and deal with the centre back and the two wing backs, you know, trying to support the centre backs. But you know, and then later on, I mean, we try to push a little bit more, you know, put more forward-thinking players. But I think the decision making was not good. The efficiency was not there in terms of. I mean, in terms of. I mean, in terms of. I mean, in terms of. I mean. And then you have players that really they try, but it's a certain. It asks a lot, you know, from the tactical intelligence side, you know, I should put it, you know. For instance, attacking player is the first thought is to go sideways instead of going vertical and look for that vertical pass. When the space is behind the defense line, you know, our forwards to be proactive in terms of make those forward runs to try and play behind the defense line, and our midfielders penetrating the spaces that the forwards are leaving behind when they make those vertical lines. But you know, it's it didn't happen. But I think until that time we were still in the game. You know, if you don't make mistakes at the end of the day, you still have a chance. But yeah, we gave the advantage to UNAM, and I think that's how it went.
Yeah, all the best for the off-season and for the season to come, Coach Ronnie. We'll be seeing you next season, hopefully, still with ONGOS. Coach Robert, I think firstly, congratulations for being the first team to book your place, that is in the final of the Standard Bank Top 8 Cup. How do you describe the game that just ended now?
No, it was a very tough game. You know, we know the team that we were playing against, it's a well-coached team. You know, any mistake you saw in the very first 5 minutes, we shouldn't have been already 1-0 down, but you look, this is the hard work of 4 years that I have been working with these boys. And the 4 years, it's starting to pay off now. And we're really happy to be in the finals. You know, we have made a promise to our chairman that we want to win this tournament for him.
I mean, you are now up in the final, either against 11 Arrows or Mighty Gunners. Will you be staying to watch the match just to see what you are up against that is in the final?
No, look, we will watch only one half, and then obviously we will go back. We need to travel back. So, yeah, no, we'll prepare accordingly. We'll wait for the winners of this game, and we'll start thinking about them.
And I mean, maybe, I mean, you mentioned that this is hard work of 4 years. Does this show the importance of keeping almost the same group of players for that long? I mean, it's now starting to show maturity amongst the boys.
No, look, we had a squad that we assembled 4 years ago. We have obviously lost about 4 or 5 players from that squad. Now, to keep these boys, it was hard. We shouldn't have lost some of them, but these boys really wanted to show something that they have worked for 4 years. That's why they're still around here.
Congratulations, Coach Robert. See you in the final.
Yeah, no, definitely. Congratulations to Coach Robert and the whole entire UNAM team for booking their place, the first ones to book their place that is in the finals of the Standard Bank Top 8. There you have it. And I think we've said it already earlier on when we started with the match, 4 years, and it's finally paying off. And well, not too emotional today, but again, he's still super excited.
He left the emotions on the touchline, which is really, really good. Which is really good. But I think it's also a moment to take time and be proud. Take time and be proud. But he's going. The final is going to be tough. Whatever team he gets is going to be really, really tough. But they have a promise at home to win. And I think that's a big thing to walk around with.
No, definitely. You promised your chairman. And of course, your thoughts on the reaction of all the coaches, perhaps.
Yeah, I think both coaches, they are blessed with assistant coaches with CAF A licenses. Dudas is having a CAF A or CAF B, and then you have Ephraim Shionge and Rudilo on the other side. And then you have goalkeeper coaches like Harry January and also Ephraim. So besides as head coaches, when you are blessed with a good technical team behind you, like Jackie Shipanga, the TT said the other day, that they are trying to empower a lot of players. That's what you get out of these teams, because where the coach lacks, the head coach, these assistant coaches with more empowerment and more knowledge brings that advice out of you. And that's what they are blessed of. And I think Coach Robert and Ronnie, wherever they are seated, where they lack, these guys come and support them. So kudos to both teams for having qualified coaches on the bench here. But at the end of the day, what the both coaches say that is loud and clear. Robert knows a promise to the chairman, and UNAM is long overdue now. Let's hope the silverware is coming to Pioneers Park.
All right. There you have it. And of course, that was the end of the match, of the first match for today of the Standard Bank Top 8 that is between UNAM and FC ONGOS. Congratulations once again to UNAM for booking their place into the finals. Now, coming up next, we'll bring you another beautiful, mouth-watering encounter. I think this one is going to be exciting. We're talking about 11 Arrows as well as Mighty Gunners coming up right after this. Do make sure that you do not go anywhere. Costa, Vivian, and I will still be here to make sure that we give you those analyses. Do stay tuned.
Roger, we're taking fire from airplanes. Building 11213 on Broadway.